In the small, remote village of Eldergrove, an ominous legend loomed over the inhabitants like an ever-present shadow. The legend spoke of a haunted mansion nestled deep within the cursed Whispering Woods. At the heart of this legend was the figure of Evelyn Blackwood, a young woman said to have been driven to madness by dark forces. Every decade, the villagers whispered, Evelyn's restless spirit would rise, seeking vengeance on those who dared trespass on her domain. Many had ventured into the woods, but few had returned to tell the tale. Those who did told of inexplicable horrors, whispers that seemed to come from the very trees, shadows moving of their own accord, and the piercing, sorrowful wail of Evelyn herself. This year marked a decade since the last fateful encounter, and the village was on edge. Among the villagers was Mark, a skeptical young man who had recently moved to Eldergrove. Unlike the locals, he scoffed at the tales of haunted mansions and ghostly apparitions, considering them mere superstitions. Determined to prove the legend false, Mark set off into the Whispering Woods on a cold, moonless night. Armed with a flashlight and driven by curiosity, he followed the overgrown path leading to the mansion. The woods grew darker and eerier with each step he took, the trees seemed to close in around him, their whispers growing louder. As Mark approached the mansion, his flashlight flickered and died, plunging him into total darkness. Unperturbed, he pulled out a candle and matches from his backpack, lighting the candle to cast a dim, flickering light around him. The mansion stood before him, its facade dilapidated and overrun with ivy. With a deep breath, he pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside. The interior was like a time capsule, dust-covered furniture and cobweb chandeliers hinted at a once grand residence. As Mark walked through the silent hall,